Hey, remember, this was supposed to come out. Oh, any day now. Oh, Aubrey Hale ended up leaving a manifesto, and yeah, it'll be released in an appropriate time. Nope, of course not. Nashville officials say they will release Shooter Audrey Hale's. Audrey Hale, I thought it was Aubrey, but it's Audrey Hale's manifesto. Yeah, but then they're not going to, probably because it was too many. Oh, we need to eradicate Christians, and oh yeah, we also need to get rid of people who hate the trans community. Oh, it was probably too much of that propaganda, so we just go ahead and get rid of that. But you know what else is super popular at the same time? Misrepresenting this crazy dude that's out there, and it's so funny. It's so funny whenever you have a situation where you have a suspect where, you know, the media is just opining, oh, this is going to be a white guy. Oh, it's going to be an incel too. Oh, oh shit, it's a black. Oh, it's a trans. Oh, God damn it. Now what do we got to shift to? The gun? Do we blame the gun? Yeah, okay. A mental illness when there's no gun around. Well, that's what we're seeing right here. With the trans shit, oh, it was all about guns. And now with this one, with this Jordan Neely, I'm going to beat up everybody on the subway and have a consistent record of doing that. No, man, the system failed him. He slipped through the cracks. He was just a hapless Michael Jackson impersonator. No, this was a crazy, run-of-the-mill, homeless bum who finally met his match. Assault victim of Jordan Neely rips NYC for failing to address his mental health issues. Assault victim of Jordan Neely. So somebody who was accosted and beat up by Jordan Neely is coming to his defense. Yo, how big of a BLM cuck do you have to be, bruh? Assault victim of the dangerous homeless man who was choked to death by a Marine on the northbound F train. Yeah, sleuths have managed to identify that guy. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that because I think that is disgusting. That guy was out there actually defending people. And you know exactly what these crazy, jobless, homeless motherfuckers would do to this guy if they ended up finding him. His life is ruined, all because he was fulfilling his natural instinct to provide and protect for the community as a man. And as a Marine as well. Like, that's what he's kind of dedicated his life to. Ann Micheltree said she was randomly punched in the head in June of 2021 by Jordan Neely. Oh, great. Oh, great. Was that a part of one of his over 40 arrests? The system failed him. He didn't address his mental health problems. Yo, this dude punched you in the head 2 years ago, and you're still simping for him? Yo, man. David Hasselhoff in the house. The attack caused swelling and substantial pain, but left no permanent damage. Yeah, you were still sucker punched by a fucking bum. Okay, after police arrested Neely, Micheltree, a 65-year-old yo, you get fucking blindsided by some creep? Yeah, I don't think so. Assumed her aggressor would face charges and psychiatric lockup, or at least charges. Throw him in the clink. Fuck him. Especially if you have a rap sheet that goes in order to get to the bottom of it. They told me we have him. She's only 65. She's not 85. Like, she's not running on the Democratic ticket in order to get elected. He's in custody. We're going to press charges, Micheltree. A creative arts therapist. Oh, of course, she's some fucking lib cuck in New York City. Go fucking figure. With New York City Health and Hospitals for hospital for 40 years, told the Post. I thought the judge would have forced him to take psychiatric meds. Wait until the spoilers come out that this guy was on some medication. But it seems like he bounced out. Oh, of course, you know, they gave him pills and all that stuff, and he just avoided it because the system failed him. Where's the accountability? Where is the accountability on these aggressive fucks? Enforcement sources said that Neely had 42 prior arrests on his long rap sheet, most recently for punching a 67-year-old woman in the East Village. So this Micheltree lady wasn't even the oldest lady that he clocked. Yo, man, this guy, yeah, I'm going to say it. This guy not being on Earth is a boon to the safety of society. Hey, man, you got to say it sometimes. This guy was out here clocking old women. Like, what a hunk of shit. The world is a better place without him. Now, I would have preferred that was in prison, but hey, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. In November of 2021, which landed him in jail for over a year. In order for him to just get out and then continue to harass and accost people. Now, inside of a subway. An arrest warrant for Neely had been issued on February 23rd. So he was in prison for over a year and then just came out and started assaulting people again. Wow, and everybody wonders why he got put into a chokehold and restrained. Although details of the ongoing case were not immediately available. I'm pretty sure it was a violent assault warrant. But yeah, make sure that you put that picture out there and you don't put the picture of him being held down by the Marine. Oh yeah, and another black guy that was, trying to get his hands pinned down as well. After assaulting all these women in the cases and knowing that he was dangerous, they just let him go. And at that point, he was murdered in NoHo. He was like, I can understand some Black Lives Matter people. I really do. I really understand their position that they find themselves in, okay? And nobody deserves to die, and you can be under that liberal interpretation of the world that black people are oppressed by the system and disproportionate representation in prison, all that stuff as well. I just think that they're woefully misinformed or governed by their feelings, which is kind of what we're seeing here, but I can understand their position. I don't have to like it, I don't have to sympathize it, but I can understand it and realize where she's coming from. But I just can't honestly reconcile still simping for the dude that cold-cocked you and then just thought, oh geez, he just should have been in prison longer. Well, how long is longer? He's 30. He's playing whack-a-mole with gray hairs that are out on the street. Like, you think that psychiatric treatment is the way to go with him? No, he has a violent criminal history. Should have stayed in jail. I don't know, man. But he first, yes, fell into depression because no accountability. He just didn't do nothing. Don't worry about it. But how about this as well, right? Like, it was just the depression, the PTSD that got him. Jordan Neely tried to push a strap hanger onto the subway tracks days before he died. Yeah, because Reddit, for all of their faults, is also doing some pretty good sleuthing. I think that they first figured out that there was a Michael Jackson impersonator on the subway who had taken a turn for the worse a few years ago and was out there knocking people out, playing the knockout game long after it had fallen out of vogue. The days before, a homeless man went on a scary rant on the subway. Oh, that's it? That's all he was doing. That ultimately resulted in his death. He nearly pushed someone onto the tracks in the same station, according to a Reddit user who posted about the incident. Jordan Neely was allegedly hanging around the Broadway Lafayette station in Lower Manhattan Sunday night. The person wrote on Reddit, so on Sunday night, so just a few days before, yeah, everybody was in there. Oh, they were just trying to get to know each other. He was just trying to ask for directions, and obviously he looked at Neely and it was like, hey, which way do you go? And they were trying to point with both hands, but obviously Jordan couldn't see at the time. The man jumped on me, grabbed my shoulders, and pushed me towards the track Sunday night at the station, a Reddit user posted on Wednesday. They declined to discuss the terrifying incident further because, yeah, if you aren't ultra omega woke on Reddit, you get everything banned. It's not as bad as Patreon, which, hey, just as I remember right now, I created another account just to, like, save my name and shit. Oh, but that got banned. Like, I hadn't even used that, and then it just automatically got banned for the scam and deceptive purposes. Like, what are you... Anyways, it's not even worth talking about any further than that. Fucking Patreon's gay. If you want to support me or anything like that, not like I push it, not like I advocate for it, but there's a link in the description to go to the locals, and good stuff. It's good stuff over there. Appreciate it, but hey, you're not obliged to. That just triggered me there for a second. Triggered a memory, not so much like, I'm so mad because a black guy got choked out on the subway. You should have got mental health, and AOC thinks he was murdered, and everybody was like, oh, I don't really know if it's murder so much as natural selection. But anyways, I was able to run away, but he got physical and chased other people standing on the platform before getting on an uptown train. So it's almost like we're piecing all of this stuff together. Okay, so there could have been people on that subway car, which I'd imagine the police probably know, which is kind of leading to the lack of charges that we're seeing so far. But there was somebody who knew about this crazy dude if he was, trying to push people on the tracks, not but a couple days before this. And then he started talking crazy about doing some stuff on the train, and then somebody decided to hop in and intervene before he carried it out because everybody knew he was very much capable of that. Funny thing about that. Now, this is another one of those the situations where it's like, yeah, no, he should have been helping. I don't need to see him getting choked out. I don't like that or anything like that. But responding with, I don't know, paragraphs on signs like a bunch of, lost fucks. Like, I couldn't imagine buying a George Floyd or a George Floyd shirt, or just how many other lost faces are in the crowd there as well, holding up a sign that NYC fails, they're homeless, or yeah, they're homeless. I don't know, ERT, whatever. Oh, Eric Adams cuts library funds and pumps money with NYPD to harass homeless. Vote out Adams. Attention, New York. Well, you're still years away from another election, but okay. If you watch someone choke and attack, kill another, you are complicit. You are responsible. Interesting, because okay, under that same logic, which I'm sure this person hasn't gotten to because they kind of look like they're just brainless and as heavy medicated as they would want Jordan to be. If he's out there threatening violence and he was moments away of committing another act in a long history pattern, if you will, of violence, if nobody did anything to intervene on that one, they would have also been complicit and responsible. So you can see the logic loop that gets created right there. But no. They're probably a chick, looks very engaged in the protest anyway. It's not like I take her serious. You're wearing a Budweiser jacket at this point in time? Bruh. All those lost people that still think that, yeah, we need to have a conversation about mental health. The government should just look after all of us. Yeah, the government's very much in charge of New York City, and look what it's producing. Nothing good at all. So, with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.